The secret side of me, I never let you see. I keep it caged, but I can't control it. So stay away from me, the beast is ugly. I feel the rage and I just can't hold it. It's scratching on the walls, in the closet, in the halls. It comes awake and I can't control it. Hiding under the bed, in my body, in my head. Why won't somebody come and save me from this? Make it end. I feel it deep within, it's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I hate what I've become, the nightmare's just begun. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster. It's hiding in the dark, its teeth are razor sharp. There's no escape for me, it wants my soul, it wants my heart. No one can hear me scream, maybe it's just a dream. Maybe it's inside of me. Stop this monster. I feel it deep within, it's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I hate what I've become, the nightmare's just begun. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I feel it deep within, it's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I gotta lose control, it's something radical. I must confess that I feel like a monster.
White flag waves. Come on, Dino, bring it home. Dino can hear him yelling. He sees the checkered flag waving. He gets it done.
Works his way off turn number 4. Down here across the stripe. Jack hit. We'll get your win.
Clevenger wins at the Lanier National Speedway. Checkered flag wave. Give it to Putt Putt.
Final lap. Here we go. Drag race down the backstretch. Who's it going to be? They're so tight coming here off the lead. And it's going to be, holy crap, it's going to be Christopherson. Dean Reynolds down here through 3 and 4. Coming up off, looking good and clean. He will get the win here at Lernerville. Patrick Spangler working off of 4. He will get your win here tonight at Lanier. That 280 and Jeff Sharp trying to close in on the 72.
Get there, checkered flag wave. William Watson holds on.
Yo, 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 tune in, don't miss Shaggy TV, hit him with the twist. Gang on deck, let's pick up the pace. Remote in hand, it's a cartoon race. Where are you, Shaggy TV? Catch the vibes, come roll with me. Jinkies, yeah, it's action-packed. Scooby snacks and a mystery crack. Flip the channel, hit the screen. Velma's got the clues, keep it clean. Fred in the whip, Daphne looking mean. Shaggy on the snacks, munching every scene. Zoinks, got ghosts in the room. Monsters lurk, smell the cartoon fumes. Fog thicker than my uncle's perfume. Solve it quick, then straight to the tune. Where are you, Shaggy TV? Catch the vibes, come roll with me. Jinkies, yeah, it's action-packed. Scooby snacks and a mystery crack. Spooky vibes with the laugh on top. Masked villains, every case non-stop. Trapdoor falls, but the plan don't flop. To the laugh track, tick tock, tick tock.
We are live on the Coast to Coast Racing Network here for a little bit of Thursday Night Thunder. First up on the card, your Hawks Garage 358 Modifieds. And, well, you're going to have to listen to your boy here, Shaggy Zach Chapman. I'll be the man bringing you the call tonight. I really wish iRacing would maybe let us edit sessions mid-race, you know, maybe give an admin the authority to take the full field here. We're going to have 25 cars, which means we're going to run a B main that takes 8 out of the 9 cars in it. So a little bit of extra racing, and well, you're gonna get your good old show from me, but I will be staring at the giant TV to my face, or to the side. I will be watching the Pat McAfee Draft Spectacular. I'm a paid subscriber. Patch channel, proud. And man, I'm hoping Washington can some way score Bryce Love. Now, obviously, it's a draft Thursday, so all of you guys should be celebrating as well. Let me know who you're out there in the coast to coast side, who you want to get. Who's the guy you're looking at. All that kind of nonsense. I'm into it. Chad Lackey goes out on the racetrack here. He's going to get ready to set the bar. Coming off of 4, he'll take the green flag for lap number 1. We'll see what the 66 can do here. Looked good through 1 and 2. It's tough to tell here through 3 and 4. I mean, he got awfully close. I just don't know if that's the line. If that's the line, we'll find out here pretty quick. Lackey comes across the stripe with a 22.84. Not bad. Matt Barber here, his buddy, old pal, his friend, currently P3, was P2. Dino knocked him down the ladder a rung here. As Barber comes across for the second and final time. Not going to improve his final time. Trevor Giroux does. And, man, I heard that if Trevor goes out here and gets the pole tonight, that the Penguins are going to complete the 3-0 comeback. Or, I mean, we're down 3-0. We're gonna complete the comeback. That's the rumor. What I'm hearing, if Trevor does get the pole, and he's setting pretty right now. Let's see if he can hold true. I know at heart, he is definitely a Penguins fan. He's just surrounded by, Flyers fans, which is understandable based off that last name. But, true Pittsburgh fan at heart. You can tell. You can see it. And, Trevor does get quick time with a 22.793. So let's go Pittsburgh. We're going to be coming back here, so don't get too excited there. Philly Flyer. As we take a look at the starting lineup for your Hawks Garage. 358 mod heat race number 1, 100 grand rounds out the field. Row 4 to the top shelf, the 027 of Ryan Elsie to the inside, the 06 of Scott Thomason. Row 3 to the high side, the double nickel of Brian Moore Sr. to the inside, the 38 of Adam Flieger. Row 2 to the high side, the 075 of the Philly Flyer, Trevor Giroux to the inside, the 122 of Brian Dickens in row 1. For a heat race number 1, here at the USA International Speedway, to the top shelf, the 76 of Ryland Banks, and starting on the pole, the 23 of Bart William Watson. I can't remember what car it was, William, but it was wild. There was somebody who, it wasn't in the class, so I know it wasn't street stocks. If I had announced the class, I would know for sure. But there was obviously, you probably know this, probably a more popular last name. But there was a guy up at the racing at BAPS last weekend with the name William Watson. Thought that was pretty cool. A little side note. Let's see. Nobody out there rooting for any particular person in the draft. Chat box quiet. Chat box is quiet here. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. Why would I have TV3 and TV4? Neither of them really look that different. TV3 maybe slightly more zoomed as there we go. Yeah, I'm liking TV4 here for the starts. Your boy needs to do a better job of labeling here. But the problem is they're different between each track, so you've got to rename them. Just, it should be simpler, but it's not. Technology, not my friend. The drivers pace down the backstretch for the final time. Steve King Foundation pace car set to pull off as the drivers roll through 3 and into turn 4. They take a look to that Florida sky. The green flag is high. Let's watch some dirt fly. Heat race number 1 is underway. Banks trying to gather up the momentum on the outside. He does take the early lead. William, though, trying to work the basement here through 3 and 4. Takes it back through the center. But Ryland Banks out of a cannon down the front stretch. He leads lap number 1. William looking to go back to the bottom. Here comes Brian Dickens, trying to gain that spot back, but the Philly Flyer able to shut the door on him. See 3 cars under the blanket, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Brian Moore Sr. had to lift out of that one. Got to play nice when the guys in front of you are right there. That's exactly what he does. Trevor Giroux, meanwhile, trying to take peaks, but it's all for naught right now on this racetrack. Seems like you want to run that middle top, and guys are fighting, clawing tooth and nail. Trevor, Brian, side by side. The Philly Flyer still holds on to P3. As meanwhile, closest William Watson has got Banksy. Makes a mistake there, coming off a 2, and Watson takes the point. Brian Moore Sr. looking to get into that 4th and final transfer spot. Trevor Giroux, no, he gets it parked on him there. A little bit of contact, wasn't able to cut underneath. Now the Philly Flyer, welcome to the B main if this thing doesn't turn around. William Watson continues to lead the way. Coming to 3 laps left to play. It's Dickens inching closer and closer, tugging at the rope. The 122 trying to make it happen. Dickens, oh, a little bit of contact there. He goes down, keeps it off the wall, but Brian Moore Sr. comes in hauling the mail, cuts underneath the double nickel. Puts himself up inside the top 3, 2 laps left to go. Dickens trying to come back underneath. There they touch, they bang. Rubbins racing here in Florida. Dickens throwing the slide job. Moore trying to counter, but he's not close enough. White flag waves for this man. William Watson, who is 1 lap away from leading the field, to the green flag here to start this A main. Down the backstretch into turn 3. Rolls through the center, grabs for checkered flag, set the wave, give it to William Watson. Banks, Dickens, Moore, your top 4. Grandy, Elsie, Giroux, Thomason, and Flieger rounds out your field. Starting lineup for heat race number 2 for your Hawks Garage 358 Modifieds. Looks a little something like this. Rounding out the field, Putt-Putt, Clay Christopherson, row 4 to the top shelf, the 56 of Randy Shreves to the inside, the 397 of Alex Pomerleau. Row 3 to the top shelf, the 35 of Harold Klump to the inside, the 639 of Dylan Kinsey. And row 2 to the top shelf, the double 6 of Chad Lackey to the inside, the 1-7 of Shane Billings. Row 1, your Gears Unlimited Heat Race number 2 to the outside, the 007 of Sammy B, Sam Bachman, and starting on the pole, the 213 of Michael Vitale. Hopefully everything's all good on the stream. I know I have my bit rate set to what it's recommended, but right now it comes back to healthy. There we go. It jumped down to 82,000, it said, so I may have been experiencing some internet issues. Hopefully everything's all good on the broadcast. I see Paul rooting for Trevor. I'm sure, Paul, you're probably another huge Penguins fan, I would imagine. Really rooting for us Pittsburgh Penguins to come back, pull off the miraculous 4 in a row here. I can only imagine how hard that whole household, inside, I get it. The last name, got to rep Philly, on the outside. But inside, I can tell, black and gold, bleeding it. As the cars roll into 3, we'll see that Steve King Foundation pace car make the left-hand turn down pit road. We look to that sky. The green flag is high. Let's watch some dirt fly. Heat race number 2 is underway. Oh, Lackey thought about shooting the gap there, but pulled the reins back on the horsey. Fell in line, but it's Bachman out front as the side-by-sides continue. Biggest battle on the racetrack is there for 5th. Neither driver sees themselves in a transfer spot. You see that 35 and the 639. But they got to do what they can to try to get themselves in a spot to make a move. But you see Billings clip that outside wall, and the 17 opens up the door for the 35. They get close. Klump not able to get there, and now Alex Pomerleau, he sees the top shelf open. He swings the hot rod in there, trying to wind up the toy as Harold Klump committed to the basement here. Now will he be able to fall back in line? He's going to try. Alex, hand kind of forced here, but Klump still stuck on the bottom. Shane Billings holds on to the 4th and final transfer spot for yet another lap. But boy, oh boy, to say he's got some company would be an understatement. As we ride off the back here, the 17 of Billings, you can see Klump trying to work that top shelf corner exit. Build up as much steam as he can, try to develop a run. He's just not able to. He's got so much pressure from behind as well, because every time Harold kind of makes it work a little bit on the bottom, Dylan or Pomerleau seem to build up a run on that outside and will make Shane play a little defense here as Lackey has a mistake. He opens up the outside, but Lackey trying to rebound, trying to recover. Klump throws that slider, parks it on the 639. That's going to allow those top 4 to run away. Lackey working it, able to hold off the 17 of Billings. You see Billings just has to fall in line. 2 laps to go, and it's all Sammy out front. This is the kind of heat race he wants. Don't talk about me. Don't think about me. That means he's got a good race car. Shane still holding on to that fourth and final transfer as the white flag set the wave. 1 lap left to play here at the USA International Speedway. Harold Plump continuing to try to throw bombs. Oh, Dylan Kinsey got the juice this time. Here we go. Kinsey moves to the outside, but it's all Bachman for the final time. Off of 4, down the front stretch. Checkered flag waves. Give it to Sammy B, Vitali, Lackey, Billings, your top 4. Kinsey, Klump, Pomerleau, Shreves, and Christofferson to the B. Starting lineup. For your third and final heat race for your Hawks Garage 358 Modifieds, row 4 to the outside, the 099 of Billy Roberts, to the inside, the 006 of Mike Watson. Row 3 to the high side, the 096 of Chris Alvey, to the inside, the 207 of Terry Walters. Row 2 to the high side, the 79 of Dino. Dean Reynolds, to the inside, the 16 of Matt Barber. Row 1 for heat race number 3 to the outside, the 280 of Jeff Sharp, and starting on the pole, the 513 of the Brewerton Beast, Jeff Barker. Alrighty. I think the draft kicks off at, actually 8 o'clock? I think. So, Washington, we've got pick 7. What, they got it 8 minutes per pick now? They'll use basically all 8 minutes. So, we're looking to pick it 8:56 at the latest, I would think, if the math is correct. It's crazy that they let them use it. Well, I mean, I guess I get it. They want a show. But it is kind of wild that, they know who the first pick is. Get it over with. Green flag waves. Heat race number 3 is underway. Barker working it there on the inside. You can see Scissors cutting a run to the top shelf. Jeff Sharp taking the lead here at the end of the backstretch. Dino thought about making it 3 wide here. Does he? He is trying to insert that 79. Plays it smart. Keeps it in tow. And Dino moves himself up to P2 at the line, able to follow Jeff Sharp as Barker trying to widen that thing out, but he just can't do it, stuck on the bottom. And here comes the 16 of Barber. Big gap, though, to the 5th guy, and Alvey going to be that man on the outside looking in. You just don't want to run so hard if you're Jeff that you allow Alvey to kind of reel you guys in. Got to be smart. 3 wide. As I get the hiccups, Matt Barber searching on the inside in that 16 machine. He's looking to send the mail. Boy, oh boy. Leaves Dino a lane. Didn't think he was going to. Decided to play nice. Now he's going to rope the outside. Say, go up here, build up some steam. Know what I mean? Watches the 79. Think about taking a peek low. Dino, now he shuts the door. So Barber goes back downstairs. Side by side. This is your battle for second. Barber on the bottom. Dino upstairs. Matt Barber not able to get underneath here on the entry to 1. Switches up. Rolls reverse. He goes to the outside. Dino protects the middle. But it's all Jeff Sharp out front, who's coming to 3 laps to go this time by. Just needs those guys to keep racing hard behind. And for now, there is no end in sight. Dino inching, trying to make it work. Barber, oh boy, thought about getting it in there, but Dino slammed it shut at the last moment. And Matt Barber looking to make it exciting here, live up to his nickname, but he's running out of time. 2 laps to go. Dino goes over that bump there, wild bump into one. You can see the car's really bouncing. He tightened up severely, but Barber couldn't take advantage. Dino going to swing it in there, try to shut the gate, play a little bit of defense. White flag waves for the man out front, Jeff Sharp, who's got one more trip around the USA International Speedway as he tightens up. Dino takes a peek underneath. Not enough of a run to do it, and for the final time, drivers will go into 3. Scissors on the bottom, Dino downstairs, but it's going to be all Sharp. Coming off of 4, checkered flag waves, Jeff Sharp holds on to win heat race number 3, followed by Dino, Barber, and Barker, your top 4. Roberts, Alvey, Walters, and Watson to the B. I had said we had 9 guys. That was, first off, that was terrible math because we were going to take 12. I was never right. I meant to say 13. But we did get an extra driver, as you saw there. We had the 9, 9, 8. So we did get one person who joined up during qualifying. So what that means is we have 14 drivers. Okay, for this B main. And let's try this again because I didn't click on anybody's name. That's so annoying. But 2 of these guys going to go home. 12 going to get to continue. Row 7. You got Putt-Putt on the top shelf. Adam Flieger on the bottom. Row 6. Mike Watson upstairs. Randy Shreves down in the basement. Row 5. Scott Thomason on the tippy top. Terry Walters on the inside. Row 4. Alex Pomerleau upstairs. Trevor Giroux down low. Row 3, Chris Alvey. Up top, Harold Klump down low. Row 2, Elsie upstairs, Roberts downstairs. And row 1, Dylan Kinsey and Joseph Grandy on the pole. It's 12 cars make the A main tonight here from the B. Who are those 12 drivers gonna be? Let's take a look at this coast-to-coast chat. Are you guys chatting it up at all? Nope. No Butters rooting for Buffalo. I'm not going to hate on Buffalo. My grandfather is from Buffalo, New York. And although, I do have fond memories in the late 90s, early 2000s of Dominic Hasek in the black Sabres uniforms. I'm not a Sabres fan, definitely a Penguins fan, but my grandpa tried, but I do have a soft spot in my heart for Buffalo. Always be a bit of a second favorite team. As the green flag waves, your B main's underway. Oh, here we go, guys. Beating the you-know-what out of each other. And right now, Clay Christopherson, luckily, thankfully, keeps it straight here, bouncing around. He puts himself into these predicaments with not qualifying. So, at the end of the day, nobody to blame there but that 51. But man, oh man, got himself on the back foot for now, and that's not where you want to be. As $100,000 leads this thing, your overlay should refresh, should figure itself out. Is not LZ up front. LZ currently running P4. Oh, as you see, Chris Alvey. A little bit of contact between Giroux. Maybe Pomerleau gets a lick of it as well. All three drivers continue, and this is where you just want to grab them, shake them. You're in the show. Behave. Scott Thomason in that 12th and final transfer spot. He drives it in there, gets into the side of the 207. Now Terry Walters sees himself in that 12th and final transfer spot. Is the doc. Mike Watson trying to go high and wide. Does he have the prescription here for the 207? Big stack up. Cars going around. And there we go. Who are going to be the two that can't go? So Alex Pomerleau toes. Adam Flieger trying to turn around. He toes. Mike Watson able to pull it in pit road. B-mains. Like I say, this is where I would be on my boss. I would say, hey, you know, you think we can just afford to pay 2 more cars here? Maybe take 26 to the show, not beat up the racetrack as much, but hey, we've got 10 cars on the track, and there are 12 spots up for grabs. So if you towed, you know, you need to get out there really quick and get back out there on the racetrack to try to make the main. Mike Watson is pulling back out on the racetrack, so Watson will come home P11. As Trevor thinking about getting one more here, looking underneath Harold Plump. As Harold going the long way around here, and able to build up that speed, and it's like a rocket going down the front stretch. Is Adam Flieger going to pull out on the racetrack, and that would put Adam Flieger in the 12th and final transfer spot. There's 2 laps set to go. Alvey and Pomerleau still sit on pit road, so this thing should be decided. Field very spread out, as you can see. As Grandy set to get that white flag. 1 lap to go here in Florida. Dylan Kinsey thinking about looking underneath, but lap car up ahead here. That's the 207 of Terry Walters. As the drivers go to the top shelf, work their way around. No issues. Checkered flag waves. Grandy, Kinsey, Roberts, Elzey, Giroux, Klump, Christofferson, Shreves, Thomason, Walters, Watson, and Flieger. Going to the A main. Stick around on the Coast to Coast Racing Network.
Thank you to all of our sponsors.
We are back live on the Coast to Coast Racing Network where 24 drivers get set to go play in some clay here at the USA International Speedway. Let's get ready to take a look at your Hawks Garage 358 modified starting lineup. To go play at the USA International Speedway, all brought to you by Hawks Garage. Thank you, Uncle Ronnie. Row 12 to the high side, the 38 of Adam Flieger to the inside, the 006 of Mike Watson. Row 11 to the top shelf, the 207 of Terry Walters to the inside, the 06 of Scott Thomason. Row 10 to the top shelf, the 56 of Hot Wheels, Randy Shreves to the inside, the 051 of Putt Putt, Clay Christopherson. Row 9 to the high side, the 35 of Harold Klump to the inside, the 075 of the Philly Flyer, Trevor Giroux. Row 8 to the high side, the 027 of Ryan Elsie to the inside, the 099 of Billy Roberts. Row 7 to the top shelf, the 639 of Dylan Kinsey to the inside, the 518 of 100 grand, Joseph Grandy. Row 6 to the top shelf, the 513 of the Brewerton Beast, Jeff Barker to the inside, the 17 of Shane Billing. Row 5 to the high side, the double nickel of Brian Moore Sr. to the inside, the 16 of Matt Barber. Row 4 to the top shelf, the 66 of Chad Lackey to the inside, the Stars and Bars and the 122, Brian Dickens. Row 3 to the top shelf, the 79 of Dean Reynolds to the inside, the 213 of Michael Vitale. Row 2 to the top shelf, the 76 of the Hot Shoe, Ryland Banks to the inside, the 280 of Scissors, Jeff Sharp. In row 1 for your 30-lap main event here at the USA International Speedway. Did that pause? Yeah, I did because of Discord. Row 1, the 007 of Sammy B, Sam Bachman, and starting on the pole, the 23 of Bart William Watson. As we take a look to that Florida sky, the green flag is high. Let's watch some dirt fly. Your A main is underway. 2 by 2 by 2 as far as the eye can see here at Florida. Oh, mixing it up towards the back. Everybody keeps it straight. Thought I was going to see a car go around, but instead we get treated to 3 wide on lap 1. Have some fun. Bachman slide job for the lead. Watson going back downstairs. Oh, trying to cut it. 3 wide, though, here for 5th. Excuse me, that's for 6th. Sharp. Lackey. Oh, is that Michael Vitale on the bottom? It is in the 213. Not a lot of room down there. He don't care. Oh, they touch, they bang, they're fighting hard. It's all the same. Vitale yanks it back up the racetrack. And man, oh man, Dickens gonna pay the ultimate price there. Caution flag finally does wave. Brian Moore Sr. gets a big chunk of it too, but, well, we kind of, it's not popping up here, but we saw it happen. So let's pause this. Let's rewind it. And then let's go up top. If Vitaly just comes up, I mean, Sharp, he can't go any higher in there. I mean, you can see the wheels on the 213. He's turning that right. He wants to get up and fill the gap, but man, switching 3 lanes that quick. I know he had just had some contact, but that's tough. You're gonna want to keep that down there, and it looked like maybe could have kept it down there, but hey, that's why I'm up here, not down there. But definitely one of those things where, nobody, if, I mean, the lane switching that fast, slower, nobody, Brian Dickens, I mean, if you're in Brian Dickens' shoes, nobody could have done anything different, I guess is the way trying to word that. And it's tough, too, because Vitaly, these things bounce around, and after that original contact, you think like, oh, I'm yanking it, but then he probably doesn't mean to go up against the wall, but it's just, you overcorrect, and it's so easy to overcorrect in these things, and you yank it a little too far. Well, we see how easy it is to kind of tear some stuff up. Been dealing with some headaches too the last 2 days, and I actually called off last night on my other one because of headaches. I told him I'd do the replay on Sunday. Sadly, that headache is starting to come back as the green flag waves were back underway. So if I start to quiet down and am not loud enough, please tell me in that chat box. I will turn myself up, but I have a feeling I'm naturally gonna kind of quiet down as Banks and Watson run side by side. Lackey trying to pick up some sticks and get in the mix here. No idea why we just got the back live sound on the software. Never clicked to go live. That is crazy. We never went back to a replay. Dino in the 76 make contact. There you go, Ryland Banks. He gets shoved out to the outside. Now he's got to make up some time. Couldn't tell if Dino kind of ran him up or if he kind of came down and got to the side of Dino. Either way, here comes another Canadian ripping and raring to play. We've got a Full Throttle Motorsports 1, 2, 3. But after that, you see Lackey. There he goes, trying to put on a show. Dino, can he hold him off? But 2 by 2 by 2, Billings working underneath. That's Billings, Barber, and Banks under the blanket there. And now throw scissors in it. Jeff Sharp on the outside. Is Chad Lackey sniffing, trying to find some clean air. Is William Watson known for being a little better in the big block than in the small block, but he is strutting his stuff here all over his teammate in the 007 who made the early slide job to get the pass done. Does Watson remember that? Does he have a little fun here? Does he give him one back as he reels him in? Yanked it down a little too early. You saw him there, had to tighten it up or he was going to go over the grass. Oh, hang on to her, Banks. Ryland bouncing all around there in that blue 76 machine. Oh, the 6 and the 35 making contact. That's Thomason and Klump. This is the battle for 16th here. See Thomason trying to work that inside, trying to complete it. We roll up towards the front. It's pretty much single file. all around the racetrack, but William is close. Close enough that we want to keep our eyes on this battle for the lead. Watson trying to make it work, trying to sink his teeth in, but right now it's not having a lot of luck in that 23 machine. He's just drafting right now, basically, just kind of hanging out in line. You see Matt Barber, he's still trying to have a good time. He goes to the bottom. This is the battle for fifth here. Matt Barber gets it through the center of the corner, finding some grip on the bottom through 3 and 4. Show me more, Matt Barber. That 16 is coming. Christopherson had to come through the B main, started 19th. He just got shuffled back to 10th as he's battling with his teammate in the 639. Now back to P9. Up 10 spots for the 051 as William Watson continues to try to set up his teammate, but no luck so far. All over the tail tank here of the 007. Here we go. This Vertex Graphics number 23 machine trying, just wheeling this thing. He's able to reel him in there through 1 and 2. But Sam gets a good exit, unravels the leash just a hair. There's Chad Lackey. He's been stuck here in P4 for quite some time. He can read off every sponsor on the rear end of that 79. Or I guess the left side for that matter too. He's taking peeks on the inside. He's only seen that about 14 laps in a row, but he just can't get by Dino. As Barber 5th, Vitale, Sharp, Billings, Christopherson, and Kinsley here. You see these drivers. This is the battle for the top 10. Trevor Giroux there in 11th, lurking, trying to work underneath. And here comes Billy Roberts thinking about making it 3 wide. Oh, Billy blinking a little bit here. Let's find Trevor Giroux. We can see when Billy comes back. There he is on the back top shelf, but definitely blinking. See Kinsey trying to roll by Clay Christopherson. William Watson once again pretty close to your leader here. Dino thinking about reeling these guys in. He'd love to make it a 3-way here at the USA International Speedway. Just don't know if he's got the cash on him here to make it happen. Does he have enough time? Show you your lap history. And see, these are based off William Watson. So right now, Bachman, he was your fastest car last time by. Watson, the quickest out of the 3 2 laps ago. It's a give and take between these drivers up towards the front. As here comes Lackey looking for a snacky on the bottom. But man, oh man, Reynolds able to hold it off again. Oh, the 66 got a little bite of the law. Here goes Watson to the point, side by side. Here we go. 9 laps left in the show, and now William says, oh, brother, I tried. I made him sweat. Have to fall back up in line, looking for a cut down here. Watson winning the drag race, but he's not able to stick the nose down underneath the 007. Give him a little bump. Let him know you're there. 8 laps to play here at the USA International Speedway. Lackey trying to find that 79, lacking a little bit here. Can Dino make a mistake, allow the 69 or 66, excuse me, to take that peak as William Watson trying to set up Sammy yet again. 7 to go. Off of turn number 2, Watson once again. He's got the run, but that's all by design here from Sammy. You know, Bachman just wants to be able to clear him. He's driving it in a little deeper than that. He's given up the runs at the end of the straightaway just for the sheer fact of if he can take the line away, he doesn't think his teammate's going to wreck him. And, well, I don't think his teammate's going to wreck him either. But, man, William may want to take the gloves off here. Time to start boxing. Down in Lakeland, Florida, 5 fingers in the air, 5 laps to go. Clay Christopherson, your final driver inside of the top 10. Trevor Giroux looking underneath him. Jeff Sharp trying to come with a run here at Michael Vitale. But you can see it's a lot of 2-car battles. That's what we're seeing all over the racetrack. 4 to go. Watson running this cut down. Let's go to the press box. Can he get there? No. You're looking to cut that down to about 0.08, I would think, on the leaderboard to have that nose if you're watching based off intervals. You can see right there 0.09. I mean, he can smell what Sammy ate for dinner. But you got to be able to get with that. Here we go. Watson out of the cannon. Can he get the run this time? No, he slips up a little off of 2. Oh, man. 1 mile left to play here at the USA International Speedway. Teammates running bumper to bumper. Watson swinging it out wide, trying to build up some momentum, but nowhere to hide. Sammy shuts the door. Watson, here's that .08 number. William Watson! Oh, gather up the chicken, slide down through 3 and 4. Sammy answers the bell, but it's all Watson. White flag waves, 1 to play. Sammy on the bottom as leaders approach lap traffic. What's it gonna be? William Watson with the run off of 2. Bachman can't get there. Watson protects 3 off of 4. Final set. William Watson steals it here in Florida. Give it to the 23. Bart bringing it home. Bachman, P2, and Dino rounds out the FTM 1, 2, 3. Chad Lackey, P4, and Mr. Excitement, Matt Barber. Rounding out the top 5 is let's go ahead. Let's see if I can pull up these full results here. Vitale, Sharp, Billings, Roberts, Christopherson. Your top 10, Giroux, Kinsey, Barker, Shreves, Elzy, top 15, Senior, Watson, Thomason, Klump, and Banks, your top 20, your final 4, Walters, Flieger, Dickens, and $100,000 gonna round out the field. It's a long green flag run to close this out, so it's a scroll I enjoy, but it is a long scroll. Let's scroll back here. See if we can't set up our replays correctly and get this nonsense up on the screen. And we'll talk to the driver out of North. I almost said North. That would, I mean, you know, depending on where I'm from, that fits. You know, we can go with North Syracuse because, I mean, you know, it's North, sir. Come on. I just need a little bit of Southern twang in it. So let's go ahead and pull up Dean Reynolds. Dino, my, oh my, man, it looked like there was a time where I call it how it is, brother. You know that. I thought you were kind of holding up Chad, and it was only a matter of a couple laps till that 66 got by you. But all of a sudden, I want to say about 12, 13 to go. I mean, you started to run down the front too. I pulled up the lap times, and there were a couple laps where you were the fastest car on the racetrack. I mean, you really, I want to say little over 10 to go. This thing came to life a little bit, man. Talk to us about it.
Yeah, no, I definitely think in the first part I was holding up Chad a little bit there, and I was trying to run the same line those guys were, and then all of a sudden I probably right about halfway or just before it, I saw Chad underneath me going in 1 and 2, and I'm like, the last time I won here, the bottom came in, and you stayed on the bottom, so I did the slider line and got a run coming off 4 to get ahead of him again, and then I went into 1 and 2 on the bottom, and I did it for 2 or 3 laps, and those guys were pulling out just a little bit on me. So I said, okay, let me go to what they're doing that mid slider 1-2, and then a deep slider 3-4. But all of a sudden, I did a deep slider in 3-4, and I don't think I tried to do it. And my right rear gripped on that fluff coming off, and I'm like, whoa, that felt good. Let me try it in 1. And I tried it in 1, and I'm like, okay. So I could actually floor it once I hit that fluff, but I found it 7 laps too late. But that definitely was the groove there, because now whether I could pass them or not, that's another story, because this track you can get up to people, but it's so hard to pass them. And then when I saw Barton and Sam get side by side, I go, oh, maybe they'll touch each other or something, and maybe I'll get lucky. But they earned it. They won, and hey, we'll take third. USA, I love coming here, and we'll follow up the win they had here last time with a third. Coming from 4th in the heat, that's all right.
Now obviously, they're your teammates, so you're happy for them. But man, at the same time, when you're sitting in that car, if William makes that move with about 2 or 3 laps earlier, man, you're maybe up there battling with him. Were you hoping that Sam threw one back? Do you think if Sam threw another slider back, you could have got there, or was it still just too late?
Hoping they battled the shit out of each other. I mean, that was, that was about the only way I could really close in. I mean, even with me doing that line and being a little quicker at the end, I'm still going to need 7, 8 laps to even get there. But, oh yeah, you always do. And it's funny. I mean, it was nonstop for what, 27 laps there. There was not one word in our Discord from anybody for those 27 laps. And so, that was what it was all about. But yeah, they were good. Sam has been so good lately, and Bart's always been good. And I'm just happy to be on the podium and be in their shadow.
Well, hey man, hell of a run. Congratulations kicking off the night with a 1-2-3 for the team and a P3 for you, brother. You got anybody you want to thank? I love the look of that car tonight.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, actually, this is my first cars I got made at Australia. So I got a black one coming for the big blocks. So I'm going to run a purple one and then a black one. So, but yeah, I got to thank the guys from Full Throttle Motorsports as always. Always proud to be a part of the team and fun racing with the guys. And, anytime you get beat by a teammate, that's okay. You're happy for them and everything else. So that was a lot of fun. Got to thank Hawks Garage. Hope Uncle Ron's watching. I know Brewer's not racing, but hopefully Uncle Ron's still watching. And the fam. Is Ron's daughter a real thing? Did we ever find that out, Shaggy?
Yeah, they are real. I was talking to him about that, and yeah, I can confirm Uncle Ron is watching.
Okay, cool. I'm glad. That's so cool that the sponsors watch. I mean, hopefully they enjoy it and enjoy watching the teammates, Brewers teammates do well. But got to thank them for the support, because once for them, Shaggy wouldn't be here. And Shaggy, thanks to you. Thank you for doing the broadcast. Like I said, my goal is to always talk to you, Shaggy. And luckily I got to do it a couple times this week, so that's a lot of fun. Got to thank Megan. I didn't send her the link because she's sitting like 4 feet away from me watching the hockey game. And we're going to run the big blocks. Unfortunately, we're not going to do the Pro Late models, but we'll run the big blocks, and then me and Megan are going to go watch the hockey game and have fun there. But got to thank her, and hopefully my dad's watching as well. And congrats to Bart in the win and Sam for second.
And you should relay the information to Trevor. I said out loud on the broadcast before he put his lap in, I said, if Trevor goes out here and gets the pole, the Penguins are going to come back and win 4 in a row. And he went out there and got the pole. So you'll have to tell him the bad news. We're coming back.
Oh, I can't even think what would happen if the Flyers would lose the series or something like that. I think we'd have to talk them off the ledge or something. But it's fun. There's nothing like hockey playoffs, and even though I live in New York, I'm a Bruins fan. Figure that one out. But I got the game on right in front of me, and so I'm even peeking up when I'm going down the straightaways here. I'm even peeking at the TV because I know I got some time. So
yeah. Random question, Dean. I hate to make this longer. I'm so sorry, but as I peek over to my TV, when you said that, I wanted to ask everybody tonight. So I know you're a Vikings fan. Is there anybody you want in the draft since it's draft night? Any player in particular?
No, not really. We got a few needs, and safety, corners, always good in offense. The most important, other than the quarterback, the most important part of your teams are offensive linemen, safeties, or defensive backs, and that's where you need to go. And I always like doing that. You can never have enough offensive linemen because if you can protect the quarterback, any quarterback can look good. You just got to give him time.
Amen. Because let's be honest, we can sit here and say some of those guys suck, but they made the NFL. So you just give them some time to throw the ball, and all those guys can shine. But hey, man, hell of a job. Hopefully, I'm talking to you after the big blocks. Good run,
Shaggy. Thanks so much.
Dino, bringing home P3, and now we get to talk to the man who I always forget about your crack of the whip here, Sammy. 28 out of 30. How we feeling?
I was waiting. I felt like you probably could have passed me a couple times earlier or whatever, but I'm not too worried about it, to be honest.
No,
it's a pretty good racer, so.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right. And Sam, I love the way you're just, dude, you and I are similar in the honesty out there where, I saw the same thing and I kind of talked about it at different points. I thought he'd make the move, but at the end of the day, how well do you think, him kind of hanging out, just riding and waiting so long, do you think that helped you, bring home P2? I mean, you had that clean air the whole time. You didn't get battling. And I know, obviously, we sleep on him sometime. But Dino was coming there at the end. Man, if this thing's 35 laps, you got 3 of you up there.
Oh, yeah, you can always got to think about that, too, or whatever. If you passed me earlier, you never know. I could have been wishing or trying a couple different lines or whatever and end up putting it on the wall or even losing a couple spots or whatever.
I was thinking more of along the ways of you battling back with him. You guys exchanging sliders back and forth because, man, that would have tightened you guys up real fast.
Oh, yeah, if we were throwing sliders, yeah, definitely would have tightened us up or whatever, and everybody else would have been right there, right behind us, throwing them with us too. So, yeah, I guess kind of glad he didn't, but yeah, it was a good race. So, can't really complain.
No, it was a great race. And I know Dino said your guys' Discord was, you could hear pin drop in that thing. Nobody talked that final green flag run. And it was something I kind of got treated to. Chad Lackey was running the bottom through 3 and 4, kind of similar to what William did. Were you surprised that, because I got to tell you, I was, that he kind of cleared you when he made that move that, you didn't even really have the chance to come back and throw the slider of your own. I didn't know. Lackey was making it work, but I didn't know it was that good. Did it surprise you?
Yeah. I was, be honest, I was just kind of throwing that slider or whatever, and I really didn't want to move away from it until I knew there was something faster or whatever. So, yeah, kind of surprised me, but I had a feeling something was going to come or whatever because, obviously, you're not going to sit there and take second or whatever when it's getting down to the final lap. So, but Bart ran a pretty good race, and obviously he's pretty quick out here, and obviously Dean was coming too. So, it's a good race.
No, and I know if there is a quote-unquote crappy end of this stick, second place doesn't sound too crappy to me, but that's what I love about you guys too, man. There are a lot of teammates that, let's be honest, they would have rode. Maybe I'm included in that. If I'm running behind one of my teammates, I just kind of take it easy. But, man, you guys race every single lap you're out there, and that's what makes you guys so fun to watch. Hell of a job, man. 1, 2, 3 for the team. P2 for you, brother. Who you want to thank?
All the boys over at FTM, Gunnar at Swan Speed Shop. He's really been working hard on the dig. Dean over at Super Dirt Car Series. Expert Installation, GG Drywall Services, obviously you, Shaggy, and everybody over at Coast to Coast, and
Wait.
Bart and Dean for a good race. Sorry.
No, I cut you off. I was about to say sorry when you were done. Sorry, I thought you were done. But hey, man, hell of a job. Good luck here in the big blocks.
Thank you, sir.
And now we get to go to the man who, let's be honest, he set the bar too high on himself after this because, he'll be the first one to tell you, and I said it at the beginning of the race, William, you're not a No, this isn't a shot. You're still one of the better guys we've got. But this isn't your car, man. The big block is your car, and you like those late models too. But, man, you came in here, you put so much pressure on Sam that, I mean, he talked to us about it in the interview. He thought that move was coming 3 or 4 times as well as I did, but it seemed like, you'd get there, make a teeny mistake, or, I saw you playing nice guy. You'd hit the binders, and then it would take you 2 or 3 laps to reel him back in. But did you think, coming to those closing laps, because I was worried, man, did you think you left yourself enough time? I thought you were kind of just going to be forced to ride.
No, I mean, I missed a couple races here, so I was thinking on the way home today, I was like, if I'm going to have a shot at doing anything here, I'm going to have to win 4 or 5 races out for the rest of the season. And I don't even know how many we got left. My daughter's playing softball right now, so I can't make every race now. I'm going to games and practices and stuff, but no, I had a fast car. You're right. This is not my car. The big block is my car, so it's the car was on rails. I mean, I could stick it anywhere. I changed a little thing before the race. I messed with my the brake pedal. I messed with the what's it called?
Right
the
front.
little knob on the back. No, the brake. That's actually on my pedals. The ones they're on my feet. The knob.
Like the damper, like how
pressure.
how stiff it is. Sorry, I couldn't think
I
of the
messed
word
with
either.
it, yeah. So I was it was helping me trail brake going in, and then I had the right front brake off. So like when I was coming, I caught a line where I kind of did a mild slider to the middle, and I just let out of the brake and stayed steady in the gas, and it kind of pulled the front end towards the inside of the track, and there was clean dirt there. So I just took it, and it was a good cut down. It was fast there. I kept getting beside Sam, and then I was like I said, I don't know where the points are at, and I don't want to throw a slider that I'm not too sure about. So I just stayed behind the road there until I saw him tap that wall, and I was like, okay, this is my chance.
Now, that being said, okay, now, like I say, I'm going to say the same thing I said to Sam here, because Dino told me you guys were absolutely not talking at all, that Discord was quiet. Now, Chad Lackey, he was working that line on the bottom. So when you threw 3 and 4, when you threw that move, were you surprised at how well that stuck, man? Because, brother, when you go back and look at it, you cleared him by almost a full car length. I mean, it really wasn't that close.
I hit it once or twice, and I felt it, but I didn't know it would be that good coming out. I don't know if Sam was even expecting it, because it was a little wild for a line to be thrown that deep in the race. But no, I didn't know if it was going to stick or not, but was going to do it anyways.
Oh, man, I mean, you said it. Literally, well, family is 100,000% more important, man. So you're hanging out with the family. You got softball with the daughter. So, man, pressure's on. You got to win these things when you're here. And you did, man. Hell of a job. That was big time. Only led 2 laps, but you led the most important one. Congrats, brother. Who you want to thank on the big win and the 1, 2, 3 for the team?
Yeah, teammates at FTM, Spot Speed Shop, Do Performance, ScriptPacks.com. Dean at Dirt Car Series, Vortex Graphics for Wraps. All our sponsors, everybody for watching. Hopefully I put on a good show trying to push Sam down the track right there, because I was pushing down the front stretch there.
Oh, we saw it.
And of course, Coast to Coast and Youth Broadcasting, bud.
Well, hey, man, hell of a job. And, yeah, that's what I said. He knew too. That move was a matter of time, but I thought, there towards the end, the track would get so one lane that you didn't leave yourself enough time, man. But made it work. Hell of a job. Good luck in the big blocks.
I appreciate it.
William Watson bringing home the win, and we have to hurry because it's 8:04. I think that other one has to roll at 8:15. So stick around on the Coast to Coast Racing Network.
Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to all of our sponsors.
Man, my transition button does not want to work. Sorry about that, but we are back live. And there we go. That finally... All right, it double refreshed. I never even clicked the refresh button. I was hoping it would refresh on its own. It did. And we're set to go play. Well, let's put the correct sponsor up, Expert Insulation, whenever, you know, the man who's supposed to does his job correctly. There we go. This will be the correct reel. And we see now that the Las Vegas Raiders are on the clock. Man, this, every year I trick myself into thinking, you know, Washington, we're going to get our guy. This is the guy. We're gonna win a Super Bowl. And every single year that doesn't happen. It's a pretty cool feeling. I do enjoy being I'm going to always say Redskins probably, but we are the Commanders. But man, oh man, it is a tough ride sometimes. A lot of times. So you're going to hope Billy Roberts doesn't have that tough of a ride here. In the 99 machine, you got to go out wide, build up as much steam as you can, run that cut down, maybe cut it down a little too early. See, is steering that thing to the line. Kind of want to have that thing all straightened out by the time you get off the corner. You know, bring as much speed as you can to that start. Right now, Billy Roberts rolling through 3 and 4. Lap looks good. Could be a little better, but it looks good. For Billy, who sees himself P3 after a couple guys put in some times. Let's see what Dino does. Lap 1 crosses the line. Dino! Special delivery for the 79. Quick time so far with the 21. 7:04, and here comes William Watson. He rings the bell back to the top. But let's see what this Penguins fan has. The 75 of the Philly Flyer. P12. P12. Oh, Trevor, he's going to want a lot more than that. And he's going to find more than that. He's green sector 1. What can he do through 3 and 4? Green, what's it mean? P8 for the 075 machine. 19 cars. Should have 2 heat races, a 10 and a 9, maybe 3. The 766. I wouldn't think so, though. What we'll find out here is qualifying comes to a close. William Watson, Dean Reynolds, Jeff Barker, your top 3. And it is indeed 2 heats. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. For your Expert Insulation, Big Block Modified Heat Race number 1. Row 5 to the outside, Terry Walters to the inside, Scott Thomason. Row 4 to the top shelf, the 38 of Adam Flieger to the inside, the double nickel of Brian Moore Sr. Row 3 to the high side, the 397 of the Canadian Alex Pomerleau to the inside, the 099 of Billy Roberts. Row 2 to the high side, your 358 modified, a main winner, and your quick time here for the big blocks. William Watson to the inside, the 513 of the Brewerton Beast. Jeff Barker in row 1. For your Expert Insulation, Big Block Modified Heat Race number 1 to the high side, the 007 of the Samoconda. Sam Bachman, and starting on the pole, the 639 of Dylan Kinsey. This has to be a scam by the NFL. They're saying, look, Oakland, you're not allowed to make your pick yet. You wait the full time. But I mean, come on. Or how would they say it in South Park? I'm eating cub wood. All right, here we go, Raji. Mr. Goodell making his way to the stage as the boys make their way across the line for the final time. How far are they behind the pace car? Bro, the pace car, are you kidding me? Time out. Pace car is right there. We're leaving three football fields behind the pace car. All right, so pace car is on pit road, and we are still just now pacing into 3. All right, boys, come on now. That's a little wild. As you take a look to that sky, the green flag is high. It's maybe time to watch some dirt fly. Heat race number 1 is underway. They built the anticipation up on that one. That's all they wanted to do there, I guess. As William looking to the outside here, Sam Bachman searching for the lead. William trying to follow him. Dylan roll in that basement, find some grip down there. Oh, Barker. He tightens up. He pushes off corner exit. Sam trying to go high and wide. It's just not there yet for him. Too much tack left on the bottom. William Watson takes over P2. Everybody going to make the show here in the big block modifieds. So we're not per se worried about a top 4. Where you finish is what row you're going to start in of the A main. Start on the bottom as the teammates make a little bit of contact. Kinsey got loose. Watson bumped him. And then Bachman bumped Watson. They all live to play another day, but it's the 513 who's really gaining. Working that inside. Jeff Barker watches the side-by-side for the lead. Barker clips the grass there. Pushes a little bit. Can't get on the loud pedal like he wanted to, but William Watson looking to take the lead. Sam Bachman trying to follow suit here on the bottom, but Dylan Kinsey holding firm in that red 639. Jeff Barker making it 3 wide, going low, but he had a mistake there. Couldn't tell if he clipped the inside wall or if he just had to hit the binders. But that's going to allow Billy Roberts to make a run on the outside. Scott Thomason and Pomerleau make contact. Pomerleau comes back down the track. Goes around 180 against the wall, toes it away. William Watson trying to hold on to the lead. Bachman not going away, being a pest on the inside of 3 and 4. That's the way he lost the lead in the small block modified race. Have to try it. He does try it. Working, continuing to work. Side-by-side battle for second. But it's all William Watson having it his way. The Burger King man out front. Bachman edges ahead for the battle. Oh, P2, but Kinsey roaring back on the outside. Who is going to get it? Final time into 3. Off of 4, checkered flag set the way. Watson wins. Bachman takes P2. Kinsey, Roberts, Barker, Thomason, Flieger, and Walters, followed by Pomerleau and Moore. They round out your field. Oh, wanted to click empty, not race info. Take a look at our starting grid for your expert installation. Big block modified heat race number 2. 9 drivers make the call. Putt-putt, Clay Christofferson rounds out the field. Row 4 to the top shelf. Mike Watson in the 006 to the inside the 56 of Randy Shreves. Row 3 to the top shelf. The 027 of Ryan Elsie to the inside the 213 of Michael Vitale. Row 2 to the high side, the 79 of Dino. Dean Reynolds to the low side, the 280 of Scissors. Jeff Sharp in row 1 for heat race number 2, brought to you by Expert Insulation. To the outside, the 35 of Harold Klump. And starting on the pole, the 075 of the Philly Flyer. And Penguins fan at heart, Trevor Giroux. Oh man, I just thought of the ultimate thing. I'll wrap myself out, but there is a chance I do it. There is a chance I do it. I should create a Penguins car, right? I could put Trevor's sponsors on it as normal. But where he thinks, oh, it's not on my trading paints. If I figure out his driver ID number, which would be super easy to figure out, I can manually change his paint job to whatever I want it to look like on the broadcast. And that would be hilarious. Something to think about. Just something to think about. Something we may have to mess around with in the future. Steve King Foundation pace car pulls off. Trevor knew how to get close to the pace car, and we're going to restart on time. Green flag waves. Heat race number 2 is underway. Oh, Klump there tried to get a little bit low. Didn't give Trevor a bunch of room. That led to a stack-up contact. And Dino, Elsie, and Klump really going to get the worst end of that. Tough break is Trevor Giroux. Cracks that loud pedal. He is looking to pull away. David Bailey goes pick 2 to the Jets. And, man, Peter Schreger very happy. He's a happy man so far. He has predicted it. Michael Vitale trying to wheel his way into P2. Had a good run there in the small blocks after some contact early, but would love to get on the podium here for this big block modified race. And man, if he can come home P2, that's a big start. Oh, he clips the inside wall. Scissors still cutting his way around the outside. Jeff Sharp holds on to P2. But the Penguins fan out front, Trevor Giroux leading the way here at the USA International Speedway. 1.1 seconds over this side-by-side battle for second is Michael Vitale. Looking to find grip, looking to wheel that thing up into P2, but it's Sharp by a nose. Jeff jumps the cushion, goes overboard. Michael Vitale up to P2. Blake Christopherson started P9 up to 5th, looking to battle here for 4th. Edges ahead through the center of the corner, shuts the door on exit. Now Putt moves that 51 up inside the top 4. As Trevor just continues. I mean, he is sneaking away from these guys. They did not know what hit them. Good night here, the Philly Flyer. Shreves looking back downstairs. Putt used the bottom to get around him. Shreves says, why not me? He's trying to give it a go, but it's just not working for the 56 as the 075 takes the white flag. 1 lap to go. Giroux pace in the field. He is out front by that country mile. Vitale smooth, holding on to P2, no problem. Jeff Sharp may have some company. Final time, though, off of turn 4, the Philly Flyer wins heat race number 2, followed by Vitale, Sharp, Christopherson, Shreves, Watson, Klump, Elsie, and Reynolds. Stick around on the Coast to Coast Racing Network.
Thank you to all of our sponsors. Thank you to all of our sponsors.
Oh, we are back live on the Coast to Coast Racing Network, and the freaking Cardinals took Jeremiah Love. Oh, I wanted him to go to Washington so bad. But hey, what are you going to do? Suck it up, Buttercup, because it's time to go race here at the USA International Speedway for 30 laps in your expert insulation big block modifieds. Let's get ready to take a look at tonight's starting lineup. I clicked the wrong button to unmute my headphones. My apologies. Rounding out the field here of your 19 drivers to make the call. Going to be the double nickel of Brian Morris Sr. Row 9 to the outside, the 79 of Dean Reynolds to the inside, the 397 of Alex Pomerleau. Row 8 to the top shelf, the 027 of Ryan Elsie to the inside, the 207 of Terry Walters. Row 7 to the top shelf, the 35 of Harold Klump to the inside, the 38 of Adam Flieger. Row 6 to the high side, the 006 of the Doc, Mike Watson to the inside, the 06 of Scott Thomason. Row 5 to the top shelf, the 56 of Randy Shreves to the inside, the 513 of the Brewerton Beast, Jeff Barker. Row 4 to the high side, the 051 of Putt Putt Blake Christopherson to the inside, the 099 of Billy Roberts. Row 3 to the high side, the 280 of Scissors. Jeff Sharp to the inside, the 639 of Dylan Kinsey. Row 2 to the top shelf, the 213 of Michael Vitale to the inside, the 007 of Sam Bachman. And row 1 for tonight's expert installation, big block modified 30-lap A main at the USA International Speedway. To the top shelf, the 075 of the Philly Flyer, Trevor Giroux, and starting on the pole, your Hawks Garage 358 modified A main winner, the 23 of Bart William Watson. As the field paces off of 4, they look to the sky. The green flag is high. Let's watch some dirt fly. 30 laps to play. Our expert installation, big block modified A main, is underway. Side by side between the teammates. The Philly Flyer cracking the whip, though, looking to take the early lead. But William not going to go away, man. He is pesky down there on the inside. Slide job. No, he keeps it on the bottom. He says, I like it down here. Lots of grip. He leads it to the line. Giroux comes ringing the bell back, though, on the outside. Here we go. Special delivery. The Philly Flyer takes the point into 3. Williams swinging the hammer right back, though, through 3 and 4, but it's all the 075 is Trevor Giroux. Oh, he tightens up 3 wide for the lead on FTM sandwich. Down the backstretch here at USA. Somebody's got to give, and it ain't the 23. Nom, 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 looking to eat on the bottom. William Watson takes the point. Here they come. Back, both reeling in your leader, but these teammates behind aren't doing themselves any favors here in this side-by-side. Bachman trying to roll, slither along the bottom in 3 and 4, and my homie in that 007, he just found something. He's going to diamond this. He's going to cut down, and he's going to do it again through 3 and 4. Was Watson watching in the mirror? He better have been. No, Bachman couldn't keep it on the bottom. Trevor says, well, if you are going to do it, I will. It's quick down here. Oh, man, oh, man. Top 3 going back and forth, back and forth. We can't take our eyes away. That's Sharp looking to take a peek underneath the 213 of Michael Vitale. This is the battle for 4th. Oh, there's the Philly Flyer ramps over the grass there. You can see the left side tires pick up. No grip coming off the corner when you got to woe it down that much as the yellow flag set the wave. Brian Moore Sr. goes around in the 5. Let's see what happened. Terry Walters just got loose and nowhere for the double nickel to go. So we get our first yellow flag here of the evening for the big block modifieds. It's Carnell Tate now. Goes to the Titans. And I think that was going to be our number 1 receiver on the Redskins board. So now I'd have to think we've got to go Caleb Downs. We've got to go safety if we're Washington. If we can't trade back, we've got to go safety if he is there. So we've got William out front, Trevor P2, Sammy running third. I think we shouldn't be 1 to green. No, yeah, lights are still on. We're not 1 to green yet. The lights are off on the pace truck. Or that ain't a truck, that's a car, the pace car. Field will go back green this time by. Is William Watson looking to go back to back here in Florida? And really, if he goes back to back, I mean back to back to back is a real possibility for that 23 machine. Pace car pulls off. Green flag waves. We're back underway. Great jump there for William Watson, who just needs to drop the sails and try to pull away as Vitale. He jumps the cushion there. Roberts, he had to get on the binders. So does Kinsey. Check up all over. We're 3 wide. Pomerleau almost gets turned. Thomason was in the 6, or is in the 6 machine, I should say. Got kind of wedged down, and Pomerleau almost got turned and came up the racetrack. They're able to keep it straight, play nice for now as Sam Bachman trying to work his teammate, but he just can't, man. Gotta get back in line. Oh, William, he goes way high and wide. That opens the door for the Philly Flyer, who almost shoved his foot in there. But William able to hold him off for now as Trevor bouncing down the backstretch over the bumps, trying just wheeling that thing to inch closer to his teammate. Let's take a look back here in the battle for 8th. You see Barker trying to look under Kinsey there. Shreves trying to work by Dino as well. Dino trying to get that top side rolling. Already up 8 spots here. Started 18th after that rough heat race. Now it's just going to need a couple caution flags to fly at the right time. Need to pick a couple guys off, get 1 or 2 caution, get 1 or 2 caution. It just doesn't seem like Dino gonna get the opportunity to get back into this thing as Watson continues to run the wall there through 3 and 4. Starting to pay off now. There were a lap or 2 where I was questioning it, as Trevor was really taking peeks on the inside, but it seems to be working now for the 23. But now as soon as I say that, he says, well, I'll keep him guessing. He goes back, runs that slider, then grabs the top shelf. And man, I won't question what that 23 is doing, because he is a pilot around this place. That 23 machine is absolutely flying. Right back to this battle for 9th, or now 8th, as Barker gets a good run there on Dylan Kinsey. The Brewerton Beast edging to the inside, can't complete the pass. As Vitale and Roberts run side by side. These guys are good friends. You know they're going to race respectfully. I mean, teammates. LFM on the side of that Leadfoot Mafia. As the yellow flag's going to wave one more time. As Mike Watson goes around, let's see what happened here to the 006 machine. So it didn't look like it broke. I don't understand what happened here. Let's see. Was there contact between those guys right at the camera switch? No, they didn't make any contact. It just may have messed up his corner entry. Drove it in there too deep. Yep, coming to a stop there brings out the caution flag. Now we'll reline them up one more time at the front here. Go again. My cousin texted me exactly what I said about Tate. Or I mean Downs, excuse me. We'll see what happens. As the New York Giants look like they're making their pick now. Nobody likes the Giants. Can't think of even 3 people in the whole entire world who like the Giants. That'd be crazy. Steve King Foundation pace car pulls off, green flag waves. We are back underway. 14 laps left to play. Clay Christopherson, man, he's up 4 spots. Kind of sneaky in that 051, and nobody should be surprised. He's working the bottom down there in the basement, trying to find some of that good stuff down there, and he has. Scott Thomason able to maintain it there. It looked like he was going to go around. Look at those flicks. I wouldn't be surprised if, I don't know if he is or not, if Scott's on a controller. If Scott is on a controller, holy Hannah. There are not a lot of guys out here on a controller, and you can kind of see what I mean. See how like everybody else's front wheels, a little more fluid motion, not as much of a yank, and you get that from the joystick. Watson continues the lead. 11 laps left to go. Clay Christopherson swinging the hammer down on the bottom. Giroux doing a good job of pinching it off there, holding firm down low as Bachman needs to look up in that mirror. He's got some company. And Dino trying to join it. I told you he was rolling up through the field, but he just needs cautions to fall for him at opportune times. Dino is up inside a 7th here. You see Billy in that 99 machine blinking a little bit. Christopherson now down low underneath the Philly Flyer. And Trevor watching his bottom podium step slip away. No, he claws back to the outside. Give it back to the Philly Flyer. He is not done, son. Eight laps to go for William Watson, who is out front. See Michael Vitale shielding off from Jeff Barker. He sends it in deep. Dylan Kinsey was home. He's got to lift out. Barker coming back with another run, but just can't find the grip off of 2. This putt back underneath the Philly Flyer, but it's all Trevor going down these long straightaways here, man. He's got the ponies really galloping. See Clay running that cut down. Sammy gets in the outside wall. Loses P2 to Trevor. Trevor pounces back, throws it up above. Now Christopherson. He's below Bachman. What's he do here? Sammy looking to make it 3 wide. Can't do it. This is where Clay needs to hit the lane. Back it down, find the tack on the bottom. Let's see what Clay does. Looking good so far, but no, it's Bachman Back at the line, the 51. Working this inside, and it's all William. Out front, man, he is gone. Good night. William Watson just needs this thing to stay green. And I'm not sure if it will here. We got the 006 slow. Speeds it back up. Thought we were going to get a caution flag there. But we continue, and here's Dino. Here is Dino. He's casting the net. Man, oh man, got a lot of fishies in front of him. How many can he scoop up? Putt, pulling away here. He's up the P2 pretty convincingly. No question about that. Battle on, though, for the bottom step of the podium. Trevor trying to hold off his teammate, but that 007 wants some. Trevor ripping that outside, keeping her pinned. And it's Trevor at the line one more time. Bachman drives it in. Giroux to the outside. Bachman on the bottom. No, Giroux all clear. Is coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go for this man. William Watson, who won that 358 modified race. And I told you, those other boys might be in trouble. That's not his car. Well, we got in his car, and he is up the road 1.6 seconds. Final time through 3. Off of 4. William Watson. Let him hear it. He gets it done. 2 for 2 here at the USA International Speedway. Clay Christopherson, P2, and Trevor Giroux holds off his teammate for the bottom podium step. Sam Bachman, Jeff Sharp, rounding out your top 5. I want to turn this draft. No way. There was a trade. Who did the Chiefs trade with? Was it the Giants? Browns traded to the Chiefs. And the Chiefs took Mansour Delane, which was a great pick. So Washington not going to go after corner here this early then, I wouldn't think. You either take downs or you trade back, but let's see what happens here. So we'll try and get a word with our top 3 drivers. Man, that's tough. I didn't think we would take Delane, but man, when you know one gets robbed right in front of you like that, it's tough. It hurts. It stings. So let's go ahead and bring up the man who is, he's going to be feeling that sting. And, about a week and a half when we come back, we've got to win 4 games in a row. For now, they're looking good, okay? But, man, we're coming for Philly. But, Trevor, tonight's all about you, brother. Congratulations. Another 1, 2, 3 for the team, man. And you're bringing home the bottom step of the podium. How are we feeling?
Tired after that. That track was interesting. It had some character to it. It was fun. Kind of was running all over the place, and it was a blast. The bottom in 3 and 4 was good. I mean, top both ends was good. It was honestly a fun track.
Yeah, it seemed like, too, I mean, you kind of hit the nail on the head as you were saying it. You really could work it all. I mean, it seemed like there were some times where if you could hit the outside through 3 and 4, it was there. But, man, it really started to look like it got tricky. They'll going the whole way wide around through 3 and 4. 1 and 2, obviously, it looked like the place to be. But 3 and 4, it looked like it got difficult. Talk to us about it.
Yeah, 1 and 2 was kind of like an enter high and cut down. And then 3 and 4 was like, man, you're carrying so much speed and coming into 3 and 4, and obviously 1 and 2 as well. But for some reason, 3 and 4 is just so much more sketchy. Like, you're carrying so much speed, and then you're setting the car and you gotta hope the damn thing sticks, or you're just eating the wall, and there goes your night. And it happened to me, and I screwed up Sam. Apologize to Sam for that. And yeah, man, I felt like we had a piece that could have got it done. Just kind of made too many mistakes, and just I couldn't get through the bumps on the straightaways very well. Not as well as Bart there. He ran a flawless race. Was kind of hoping maybe that 3 and 4 when we were all together there, like 10 or 15 laps in. I was kind of hoping 3 and 4 would have just a little bit more juice out of coming out of 4 there, and to kind of propel me past those guys. But it would have been tough having to run the bottom going into 1. But yeah, either way, it was a good race, and I'm happy with the third.
Well, hey, man, at the end of the day, like I say, another 1, 2, 3 for the team. That's the way you want to do it. Hell of a job, brother. Who you want to thank?
First and foremost, thanks to Expert Installation for sponsoring, you Shaggy for broadcasting. Give a shout out to all the FTM guys, Bart, Clay, Sam, Dean. It was a pretty good night for the guys, so always cool when you can pull off a sweep, and especially go back to back. So shout out to those guys. Shout out to Big Tim Race Wraps for this wrap. Griphacks.com, Dean Reynolds' Super Dirt Car Series, GG Drywall Services, everybody on this car that makes this stuff possible. Everyone behind the scenes of the league that puts the stuff on for us. Shout out my Uncle Paul, my cousin Steve for watching. Appreciate you guys, and yeah, looking forward to Pro Lates.
And I assume they're big Penguins fans as well, right? Huge?
Hell no.
Good luck, Trevor. We'll be rooting for you, brother.
Have a good one, brother.
I'm telling you, he's a Penguins fan deep down inside there somewhere as we pull up Putt Clay Christofferson. Clay, this is probably going to be the worst interview I've done in my life. The Redskins are about to make their draft pick. You brought home P2. How are we feeling?
I'll be sure to milk this out. Yeah, the car felt fairly good. I didn't really know what to do or where to go. I just stayed on the bottom and drove on the infield on the straightaways.
Yeah, obviously you were one of the people I talked about where when you had this power at the end, you like to milk the bottom. I knew it would be there, and you probably did too, but I didn't know it was going to be that good. Were you surprised with, once again, how good it was there on the bottom of 3 and 4?
Yeah, I mean, the corner itself was pretty slow, but that drive off being all the way down on the bottom there, where it was pretty much like a practice session there, just launched the car. All the passing was done on the exit or the straightaway.
I am at a loss for word. I'm so sorry, Clay. I guess Washington needed a linebacker, but oh my God. Another year of just defeat, Clay. I'm heartbroken. This is so sad.
I understand.
God dang it. I won't ever know what it's like to, finish 1, 2, 3 with my team. And I won't know what it's like for the Redskins to, draft a star. But we'll see what happens. Man, at the end of the day, you bring home a P2. Do you think if we get this caution flag late, do you think you have anything for William? I mean, obviously probably not rooting for one, but do you think in a coulda, woulda, shoulda you may have got him if we restack it?
Oh, I would have messed with him for sure.
What?
I don't know if I would have passed him with him, but I would have messed with him.
Well, hey, man, congratulations on a big run here. Second place in a 1, 2, 3 for the team. Who you want to thank?
You guys for putting this on. All the guys at FTM and Swan Speed Shop for 358 big block sets.
Well, hey, man, hell of a job. Good luck, and be nice to me in the late models.
Great.
Putt bringing home P2, and now we bring up the belle of the ball here, the man who I told you we'd probably be talking to again after that 358 race. William, you didn't take it easy on him this time, man. Got to the lead early, checked out. How are we feeling?
Good. Yeah, like you said, I made that pass. I didn't know if we were going to be still pretty wide in the corner. I knew we were kind of close together as far as the width of the track there. Didn't think I could make the slider, but then I saw the nose check up real quick on Sam, so I was like, yeah, it might be there. So I took it, and then I started playing around with the lines because I wanted to be up on the high line, like the outside. But once Sam started catching me again, I just went back to the slider.
Well, man, it's one of those things that, I kind of talked through that 3 wide slider, and, it's one of those you had to do what you had to do. Now, you take advantage maybe of the fact, like I would have if I was in your shoes, those guys are my teammates. I'm the man on the bottom. I have the track position, kind of force them into making the smart move and then making them follow you from there.
Come out on the 3 wide. I took the lead.
Yeah. Like, are you kind of taking advantage of that spot on the inside like I would have? Really, you got the track position, so it's on them to, kind of lift. And if you can get out front early, set the pace, it would be tough to catch you. And that's exactly what happened. So is that kind of what going through your head at the time?
Yeah, I mean, if I was just, I went into the corner expecting to stay on the bottom. And then once I saw him let out a little more, which I expected him to do, because, I mean, like I said, we had less than a car width between each other. And I'm talking about me and Trevor. I mean, I don't know how Sam was in the middle of us, but once I seen him let out, I just gassed it real quick and just let back out immediately, let it slide up the track. So yeah, I mean, I was committed to staying on the bottom if we stayed 3 wide.
Well, man, I think your team kind of knew what I knew here. I mean, if you were quick on this racetrack in that 358, you were going to be tough to beat in this one. And man, you made the move, lifted that leg up, and marked your territory. That was big time. Congrats on going back to back, William. Who you want to thank?
Teammates at FTM, Swan Speed Shops, Super Performance, Gripx.com, Dean Dark Car Series, Vortex Graphics for the wraps, Express Insulation, Coast to Coast, and you for broadcasting, ShaggyTV.
Well, hey, man, hell of a run. Congratulations. Go 3 for 3, brother. We'll be rooting for you.
Try.
William Watson bringing home the win here in your expert insulation big block modifieds. I throw it to break, and, we do the swap. I bring it up to Adam, and he carries on the show. Have a good rest of your night, and, man, I hope Sonny Styles is good.
Thank you to all of our sponsors.